Hello, Krixis here and welcome to this week's video. Today I'm in such a bubbly mood and I just want to draw an experiment and I want you to bring with me in this journey. I have a lot of fountain pennings now and they are getting out of control. I ordered some more, so there will be possibly art haul after a week or so. But yeah, I just want to kind of try to do different mixed media things. I have drawn with fountain pennings, but mostly they are fine liner drawings, like more like a coloring book illustrations rather than just full illustration. So that will be really interesting to explore. Also, I'm gonna answer some questions. Last week I asked in community tab if you have any questions, and also on YouTube and on Instagram, and I have quite a few questions, so I will try to answer as much as possible. So I hope this is interesting to you. If it is, keep on watching and grab yourself a drink, give a like to the video, and yeah, let's enjoy! Okay, hello to my drawing corner. I hope the light is okay because it's super direct light from there and I just put curtain, so I hope it's not too dark. I don't want to use artificial light, but yeah, so, and also I have a door open because it's super hot today, so I hope you don't mind these natural sounds from birds and animals that are outside. If it will get too dark, I will possibly remove this curtain, but for now it will stay like that. So I decided to experiment with Kelp tea. It's actually ink I love a lot, and I wanted to draw something, and I decided to use also like a glass dip pen this time and some brush, as well as cotton swab, just like a pipette with water and like a small mix with kelp tea and water together, so I can get like middle value. And I have been sketching a lot of birds today, and I decided to draw like a bird character, quite big bird character. I will sketch it here in the beginning and then I will have separate paper to draw it, but I'm thinking of drawing a robin bird. I have seeing them a lot near this wooden house, so they are the inspiration behind this piece. And I feel I really like drawing birds. I haven't drawn birds in a long time, so this is like also going outside of comfort zone, but also exploring new areas. I guess need to see what is the middle value. Oh yeah, it's quite light. Even like with middle value, it makes such a beautiful greenish purple color. I'm gonna try the brush and dip it straight in when I need to mix ink with water, and it kind of sometimes gets out of control because they are not water resistant inks. And for second part of this video, I will answer some questions, so you will see me drawing and you could also listen how I answer those questions. So I hope that will be useful. I just love how this ink dries. It's such a beautiful ink. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit. So this is like approximately how I want to sketch, but I might do a little bit more details because it will be bigger illustration. And maybe I could like include something else besides this bird. Okay, I have this watercolor paper I got in upgrade subscription box, and I think I will sketch out this bird in bigger size. I have no idea if it will work out, but I'm hoping it will. Okay, honestly, I just had an idea to use masking marker to cover the bird up, tape around the edges, and then splatter just like a drops of ink and water. So I guess we are going just to experiment. I don't know if someone is doing something like that as well. I am reusing my washi tapes sometimes, so I hope you don't mind. You could actually reuse the same washi tapes as well if you want to. It's such an interesting thing to draw bird while it's bird songs outside. You will probably not hear complete silence throughout these next 4.5 months while I'm living in this place, because it will be super hot, so I will leave door open, and then you will hear these sounds. Reused washi tape. I guess this will be quite exciting part, as we are literally going to see how ink kind of mixes together. Oh. Wow. It's so pretty though. Oh, look. And kind of where I put the drops, the purpley color stays up there, which is really, really inspiring. I think I want to add more water to this wash. Maybe I needed to put these drops up there, but it's too late now, so... Yeah, I think this will take a long time to dry, so I'm gonna open the curtain so it dries quicker. I guess I could try to use cotton swab to take the color out. And this is like mix ink with water, so it's not that strong as the real color, but it is a little bit stronger. And I'm gonna just add it down here. I think I'm gonna dry it with with hair dryer. That's quite funny, but I don't know. Maybe it will work out. Okay, I'm gonna dry this artwork now. I never tried any of these things what I'm doing together, so I feel this is the day when I'm experimenting to the fullest. When it dries, it's a little bit more muted than when it's not. So I guess while I'm experimenting, I will go to the fullest. So let's see if I can rub this one off. Yes, I can. Okay. If this technique will work out, maybe I will do more these kind of illustrations where I use masking, marker, different values of ink and dryer. For now it works perfectly, so that's good. Okay, so now my thinking is I will put masking marker around, so when I put the ink it doesn't bleed through this part, because what I noticed with inks, they kind of, when they touch different surface, they kind of blend together, and I don't want to do it like that this time, so I'm gonna just cover around now. I'm gonna check what is the color value of this liquid up there. Yeah, it's quite middle, so I guess I'm going to go with this middle value at first and cover this part. Yeah, to be honest, it's quite light. I'm gonna just dip it in real kelp tea, real kelp tea, and see how that works out. I think it will be better if I will just put it straight from the tube. And I'm gonna cover this part up now with this dip pen. I took the curtain out because I thought it's a little bit better light and it's not so straight to the picture. It's more evening now, so I hope you don't mind that it's there. But yeah, I'm currently really enjoying this piece. when the drops are on the paper, like water drops, they kind of, instead of drying just regularly, they take up the green pigment and they dry like with this pinkish hue. So I'm using as an effect, and that's why I put these water drops just now, because look what water drops did. It's amazing. And I feel, look how much you can get from one ink color if the like one ink with beautiful chromatography. I am really, really impressed. I will dry it all out, take the tape, and then I will show you the final result. This took me only 1 hour to make this artwork, which is super quick in my standards. I guess like try to experiment with your materials, because you never know what is going to happen. Oh no. Oh no. The table is a little bit dirty now. Oh no. I hope I can clean it. If not, then I'm in trouble. I should have put something underneath, to be honest. This is the artwork, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So it's really interesting to see. Also, like these two layers is just the first layer, and the second one is a little bit darker. I am really happy how this turned out. Let me know if you like the technique I used. Okay, hello and welcome to another drawing. My door is open, so maybe you hear some sounds from the birds. I hope it's alright. I just want to draw another drawing with different ink and also try something quite similar, but exploring different chromatography from different ink. So I'm gonna try Earl Grey now, and I actually have idea what to draw already, and it's like this fox with a bird next to it, and I want to develop it because I want to create a sticker in the future for the store. So let's just sketch it out, I guess. Okay, so I just sketched this illustration, and I realized I'm doing something I'm not like super comfortable with. I'm drawing more animals, and I've been drawing a lot of people and characters recently, so I kind of feel I'm like now in different phase. But yeah, I have this fox with like little Robin, and they are kindred spirits. So I will do this illustration similarly, but also will experiment at the same time. It suddenly started shining when I started filming, so yeah. And I think this time, because I'm afraid of the table, and last time I did like little accident, I'm gonna tape it on top of something else. I have quite funny tape this time. So let's do the painting / drawing. Wow, this shade is so strong. Yeah, but at the same time I really want to have light from outside rather than everything is dark and having artificial light. So I hope you don't mind, but tell me what do you think about this? Okay, so this is the voiceover for the Q&A section. The first question I have is, what future do you want for your YouTube channel? And I feel that's quite a big question. The future, I want to still publish videos. I don't think I will stop at some point, unless if I will want to stop. But I haven't wanted to stop for this period that I am filming, so a little bit more than a year. And I guess like the only thing is I'm sometimes thinking maybe if I had like a little bit less videos, maybe that could be more healthier for me, because now I haven't had like a week where I didn't think, film, or published a video on YouTube. And sometimes I wish I had like these breaks. I had some strategies where I pre-recorded some things and I had like 1 week without it, but I still was thinking about it. So maybe if I will have like some break at some moment, that would be healthy for my mental health. But other than that, yeah, I want to continue filming. I like it, and I really appreciate you all being here with me as well. Okay, next question. It's from Odovgo, as well as the first one. And if you had to choose a single bottle of ink, which one you would keep? This is really hard. I guess, I don't know, I just swatched out some of the colors, and I think I will go with Kelp tea. So the Kelp tea is this muted, warm-ish green with like some undertint with pink and brown. So it's quite interesting color, and I guess I really like the chromatography, yes, of this ink. So I think I will choose Kelp tea. If I had to choose two, I would choose Kelp tea and Earl Grey. So I guess I like tea inks. And another question is, what is something you wish you knew before starting on social media? I guess how much time it will take to like promote and publish, and that I didn't realize how many different kind of jobs it involves to be present on social media. Okay, I have another question from E Flat Flower, also from this community tab post. And it says, hi, I wanted to know which inks that you have are light fast, if you have the information. Also, which fountain pen you like the most. So I'm currently doing light fast test. I just swatched actually yesterday all of the inks I have, and I put one sheet in the drawer and the other one is by the window, and I guess we will see at the end of this summer how the colors will look, and I will try to compare them. I actually never done light fastness tests, and I got the inspiration from Natasha Newton because she has done light fastness tests on watercolors and on gouache. So I thought I will try it on inks and see if they are light fast or not. Probably not. Like a lot of inks are dye-based inks for fountain pens, and what I learned is if they're dye-based, they are washable, they are not water resistant, but there are also some pigment-based inks, and they are water resistant. So I'm currently waiting order with some more pigment-based inks, and they will be waterproof. Okay, and I have another question about which fountain pen you like the most. So I have 4 fountain pens now. Lamy Safari, Kaweco Perkeo, Twisby Echo, and Ferris Wheel Press brush pen. And this is like really tricky because I like all of the 4. If I had to choose, this is really hard. I think I could answer which one I like the least. So I think out of those 4, the least fountain pen I like is Lamy Safari, although it's nothing wrong with the fountain pen. It's just I don't like that it's scratchy, and the other ones feel a little bit more buttery, but I think it's just like a taste thing, and maybe you might think something differently. For me personally, I really enjoy writing with Ferris wheel pressing because the tip of the nib feels super buttery, but maybe it's because of the ink, I'm still not sure. And I also really enjoy Twisby Echo. I like the medium tip. I used to say that I don't like medium tip, but I kind of enjoy it over there. So yeah, I don't know. This is like really hard question. It's like picking out of favorites your favorite. But I hope this helped and answer question. So I have a question from Samuel Marhal. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. And the question is the Era You children's book MA worth it? In the sense that the experience opens doors to employability, opportunities, and publication gigs. I would say yes and no. I still feel it is opening wider doors, but you still need to work for it. In the sense that if you finish the course, there are some possibilities that your work can get picked up straight away and you get published instantly, but it's not the case all the time, and you still need to send emails to publishers, to agents. Overall, I would say it's good because the course is quite well known worldwide. So a lot of publishers knows that course and agents as well. And even if you haven't get deals in like the first year or so, you still have like that over your shoulder and the experience as well. But yeah, like I enjoyed the course. I would 100% recommend it, but you still need to do a lot of things overall. Okay. Now I have Instagram story questions. I have quite a few of them, so buckle up. One question is from Juliet Art, and she's asking, will you stay in the UK or move to other countries? And for now, at least for some time, I will definitely stay in the UK and not move to anywhere else. Actually, I'm not sure if I will leave Cornwall in soon time as well. I really like Cornwall district. And another question is, how do you pack all supplies for outdoor travel and sketching? This is a good question because what I lately do if I sketch something, I just grab like random things just in a moment. By how I feel, I just grab some colors I like in that day, and there is no like the right amount of supplies, but usually I just take a few because I want to have like limited access to art supplies. Therefore, I can experiment with the ones I have currently at that moment. But yeah, usually it's just like a sketchbook and like a pencil case with either some acrylic paint markers or some pencils, maybe some fountain pen in the case, and mechanical pencils. So yeah, this is what I would bring and I am bringing right now. Okay, another question is from Slowly Funny, and the question is, what do you draw when you're not inspired? Do you have a go-to subject? Yes, so when I don't know what to draw, and if I'm not like inspired, I just revisit subjects I really enjoy drawing, and it usually involves character and character drawing. I'm sometimes combining some subjects together. Moth Girl is like my to-go subject recently. Foxes, I love foxes. I just recently also started drawing a lot of birds. So yeah, I guess when you are drawing something you're comfortable with, you kind of start to slowly think what else you could draw. And another question is, how do you choose your color palettes? I don't know. It's by the feeling. I really like warm color palettes. I recently like I rechecked some of the color palettes I swatched here and there throughout the sketchbooks, and they're usually really warm colors, with some exceptions. And I'm really drawn to nature-based colors. I really like nature, and it inspires me a lot, not only by the subjects but also by colors and mood, how I feel at that moment, and subject matter as well changes the way I pick color palettes. So what advice would you give to someone starting out on their art journey? It's alright if you don't like the work. Keep on going. Try to enjoy the process and not focus on the end result. I feel it's always like the thing we need to focus on the goal, but we sometimes tend to not enjoy how we work and middle ways. And I feel it's really important to enjoy the middle part as well, because that's how the final art is being made, by this middle process. Also, like not being that strict on one media is also good. I feel experimenting with different art supplies helps us to find our own voice and also not be stuck in one place. Do what you want to do. Like, if you want to study, go and study art or illustration. If you don't want to study, go for it. Explore art with your own way, like in your own way. So, and I guess also it's really good to find like a community or someone you could talk to about your work and critique. I have another question from Duck and Diesel, and the question is how long it took you to find your own style. This is a good question. I think I developed my current art style throughout the masters in children's book illustration, so for the past like 2 years. But it's always changing, and I don't want to be stuck in that one place and call it done. I don't want to stick in one particular style. It's just like a work of progress, because I've been creating art for like since childhood, and it's just been evolving, and I feel even now I am in the middle of kind of switching to different direction, and the art is just slowly coming with me. I have a question about, I want to know a little bit more about your inspirations. So personally, my inspirations are nature. I really, really, really think that is like my main source of inspiration, and you can see it hopefully in my work throughout the color palettes, the compositions, the characters, the subject matter. Everything is connected with that. I have a question from New Flanged. How's the immigrant life? It's good. It's sometimes hard. I miss my family and friends I have back in Latvia. So I guess like sometimes I feel I'm missing out on some key events and things. But I also enjoy it here. I guess I'm like not super attached to one place. Unless like if I'm completely all by myself and alone, I would probably not survive in one place alone. But if I'm with husband somewhere together, then for me it's fine. I just miss my family and friends. I have another question, and it's do you have a favorite travel sketchbook? It's probably Moleskine. I think I used Moleskine the most, so that's why I would say Moleskine. I also enjoy Sea White because it's quite thin. I particularly enjoy A4 size Sea White sketchbooks. Where is your favorite place for travel or goal to travel? Well, I always love to come back to Latvia and visit my family over there. So that could be like my favorite place to come back to. And so the dream place I would love to go and visit someday is Japan. I would really want to go to Studio Ghibli Museum and to all the art supply stores there is in Japan. I really love the stationery they have. So yeah, I think I would go to Japan. It's also really different than Europe, so that could be quite interesting to experience. And I hope I will go to Japan at some moment in my life. I have a question from Vera Golosova, and the question is, how does it feel to live out of town? And it feels amazing. I can't believe how little I miss city life. There are some things I miss about city, but I think I have more joy about countryside than about city life. And I never in my life lived in countryside, and I'm so happy, and I enjoy the bird sounds and the wind and the nature and the hills and the air, and I almost don't hear the cars, which is amazing sound for the ears. Yeah, I really enjoy this place. I have a question from Stargazy Mouse, and the question is, when you are creating a story, which comes first, the pictures or the story? The pictures. Pictures comes first, because I kind of, throughout all the stories I did, there are always, I started with character actually. It's not like just pictures, it's character. And when I explored the character, I started thinking about the characteristics and the traits and the movement, and then I kind of started thinking about the story and what the character could be doing. So I have a question from Ritro. How do you deal with art block? I guess like stepping back, also like taking breaks, it's important. Going for walks, and then just sketching something without the purpose. I have another question from Wonder Cat Sketches, and the question is, I'd like to know about the process you use for making prints of your work. So the process is quite different because I am using different printmaking techniques. I am actually not selling any like regular printed prints from the printer on my store. Because I really like making my own prints. I could choose the color, I could choose the paper, but yeah, I have a video how I did screen printing at home, and I might do another video how I show the process, how I do lino printing at home too, because that is quite accessible for everyone, and everyone could try to do lino printing. It's quite enjoyable process as well. Thank you so much for all the questions. I didn't expect so many of them. Ta-da! I'm gonna zoom in now. Look at this beautiful chromatography. I hope it's right. And you can see underneath this blue color, and here as well, and the pinkish hues, but if you use it straight from the bottle, it's so dark, like the fox. And this was also kind of experiment. And I'm really happy how this turned out. These are not like my colors per se, but I really like how it looks. The same with this one. I just feel this is a little bit with less details, and I wasn't sure what I was doing, but for this one I already had the experience, and I also love the more detailed part of it. Thank you so much for staying till the end of this week's video. If you enjoyed it or want to have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comment section. I also want to say thank you so much to my Patreons who are supporting me continuously over there. I really appreciate every single Patreon I have, and yeah, okay. I will see you next week, and I hope you have a good day, evening, morning, wherever you are. So, yeah, okay. Bye. Bye. Okay, that's it.